Hello and welcome to Taxes in 10, where we take a tax topic and break it down in about 10 minutes. My name is Mark Barnes, and I'm the managing partner of Copper Canyon Tax and Accounting Services in Tucson, Arizona. We are a boutique firm that specializes in small business accounting and taxes. This episode is on data security plans. When you renew your PTIN this year, you are required to acknowledge that you are aware of your responsibility to maintain a data security plan and provide data and security protection for taxpayer data. Historically, this was accomplished with a double lock system, one lock on the front door and a second lock on the file room door or file cabinet. 2 points had to be breached to access client data. Thanks to technology, that isn't the case anymore. Before you can submit your renewal, you must select yes, that you understand your requirement and that any false or misleading information may result in penalties. Over the last few years, we have seen the burden shifting from taxpayer to tax preparer. We are now the head of household police, American Opportunity Tax Credit Police, the ACA police, and this year we get to be the cryptocurrency police and the data security police. I hopped over to Google to see what the search 2019 data breaches would bring up, and it is nothing but bad news. 5 biggest data breaches. 4 billion records breached so far. Report shows data breaches increase in 2019. This is not a course on how to protect yourself from criminals, but rather a course on how to protect yourself from your employees, the IRS, and your cyber insurance company. With that said, here are a few things to consider as you construct your written data plan. Review your system before tax season gets started. Check security of your router, desktops, laptops, and any outside connection that can access your internal computers or server. Make sure all security software is running and up to date. If you use a wireless connection in your office, make sure it is secure. Use hard drive encryption. Windows 10 has this feature built in. Use a VPN for any remote access from outside to inside your location. Make sure your data is backed up and know the difference between a data backup and an image backup. Do not plug random thumb drives into your computer. This is an easy way to get a virus, malware, ransomware, and keystroke loggers. Implement a no-click policy. Do not open files attached to email, and do not click on hyperlinks in email. Physically destroy hard drives, including thumb drives, CDs, tablets, phones, copiers, scanners, and any other device hard drives that could contain sensitive client data. On to our data security plan. Step 1, develop a written plan for all the staff to follow. We suggest you review it each year and make sure everyone signs off on it. We have a sample written plan that is available. There's a link in the comments below where you can find and download. As you develop your written plan, think about what you and your employees should not be doing. Should you allow clients to use your computers that contain access to client data? Should you allow employees to take selfies in the office where client data could be sitting on a desk, or passwords or other important information could be posted on monitors or whiteboards? Should you allow clients to bring their data on a thumb drive, especially a new client? Should you allow employees to download software for personal pleasure like music or video apps? Step 2, make employees aware of the different types of hacking attempts and scams. Each year, I do 2 or 3 radio shows with an IRS special agent, and we always talk about the latest scams. You can visit the IRS for more information at these 2 links below. Step 3, make sure you have a written list of all your computer-related assets, their location, who maintains them, how they are protected, how they are backed up, serial numbers, system administrator or IT company, your internet provider, and a copy of the checklist from Pub 4557. You only need to keep pages 14 through 17. Here's a mock-up of our computer assets. I want to make sure that we describe each asset's connection to the world. Our office is hardwired and we have no Wi-Fi available to customers, but our building does have a guest Wi-Fi. Our TV has Wi-Fi capabilities, but they are disabled. This is a good time to think about all of your smart devices, including doorbells, thermostats, and lighting. All of these are connected to your Wi-Fi and could leave you vulnerable. What happens if there is a breach? Report client data theft to your local IRS stakeholder liaison. They will tell you what additional steps need to be taken from an IRS perspective. Contact the police and file a police report on the data breach. And contact your cyber insurance policy. Do you have cyber insurance? I know, another insurance policy. Between my BOP, E&O, workers' comp, and now cyber, I'm about insuranced out. But the cost of a data breach is expensive. If someone were to install a keylogger and remote access software on your computer and was able to gain access to your client's data, the cost would put you out of business. The cost per record is estimated to be between $250 and $300 each. Every taxpayer, every spouse, every child, every shareholder, and every partner. What about all those prior year clients and one-off clients? Those are all records that would need to be notified and could reach into the thousands very quickly. While we are on this topic, I only keep data for active clients. When there is a disengagement by either party, we return any information we have, then delete any paper or electronic copies of confidential data that our office has stored. But what about keeping a copy of their return for 3 years? Let's take a look at Internal Revenue Code 6107B. Copy or list to be retained by tax return preparer. Any person who is a tax return preparer with respect to a return or claim for refund shall, for a period ending 3 years after the close of the return period, 1. Retain a completed copy of such return or claim, or retain on a list the name and taxpayer's identification number of the taxpayer for whom such return or claim was prepared, and 2. Make such copy or list available for inspection upon request by the Secretary. So delete those records and retain a list and keep it in a locked file cabinet. What about Windows 7? It's time to upgrade. Windows 7 support stops on January 14th, 2020. You will not convince the IRS, your cyber insurance company, or your clients that you had a proper data security plan if you are using an operating system that is not supported. What about an ID PIN? You can opt in if you filed a federal tax return last year as a resident of any of these states listed. The IRS is planning on rolling this out nationally, so keep your eyes open. You can head over to irs.gov and search ID PIN, and in the middle of the page you'll see a link where you can establish one for yourself or for your clients. Make sure to hit the subscribe button to keep up to date on all of our Taxes in 10 video series, and give us a like on Facebook at facebook.com/potentialcpe. If you are interested in earning continuing education on this topic, please visit potentialcpe.com for a list of all the courses we provide. Our 1, 2, and 4-hour on-demand webinars will focus approximately 75% of each hour educating theory and regulation, and 25% of each hour on procedure with real-life examples, and walk you through completing the necessary forms to increase your potential.